Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to this special virtual ceremony for the 2023 Heartland Chinese Teacher Award, brought to you by the United States Heartland China Association. USHCA is a bipartisan nonprofit organization committed to promoting exchanges in culture, education, and business between the American Heartland region and China. If you haven't met me, my name is Jason Conley, and I am the project lead for the Heartland Chinese Teacher Award program here at USHCA. I just want to say personally, being able to do this program this year and last year has been such an honor for me. It's an honor to get to know so many fine educators in our region and to get to meet more intimately firsthand the people that are really, really making a difference in the US-China relationship, which is you teachers. So I just want to say again, it's been an honor to work with you all and to meet you all, everyone that's applied, all the nominees, but particularly our 5 finalists who will be celebrating this evening. We first launched this award in 2022 to highlight the excellent caliber of teachers we have in our Heartland region. At USHCA, we believe that not all bridges are built of concrete and steel. Sometimes bridges and connections built upon education are equally as important. So we firmly believe that in order to improve the US-China relationship, we often need to start in the classroom. And that's why the work that you teachers do is so, so incredibly important to us. So now that we're in our second year of doing this award, I believe that it's become a symbol for excellence in education. With a lot of the things that we do in our work, we find that sometimes our friends in the coastal areas are afforded more opportunities. Sometimes our smaller communities here in the Heartland region are underserved. So that's exactly why we do what we do. We are trying to build a cohort of teachers in the Heartland region in order to provide more resources for you all and to be able to get this award to grow. And also, of course, just to brightly celebrate the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful teachers that we have here. So that is the end of my spiel. I'm very, very, very excited about this event today. We have some wonderful guests. Of course, later in the ceremony, we will be highlighting our teachers and we'll get to learn a little bit more about the 5 finalists that we have this year. And of course, we will be announcing this year's 3 award recipients, as well as our People's Choice Award, which for a lot of you in the audience, I know you're joining because you're here to support your teachers. Thank you so much. So how this works is our teachers with the most votes will also receive an additional People's Choice Award this year. So we will announce that later at the end of the ceremony. I do want to take this time to introduce some of our special guests. Later, we'll be hearing from the University of Chicago Jade Chinese Music Ensemble. But right now, we will be hearing from United States Heartland China Association Vice Chair of the Board, Susan Thornton. Susan is a senior fellow at the Paul Tsai China Center at Yale Law School and also a non-resident senior fellow for foreign policy at the John L. Thornton China Center for Brookings Institute. Until July 2018, Susan was also acting assistant secretary for East Asian and Pacific Affairs at the Department of State and led East Asia policymaking. So Susan, thank you so much for joining us again this year. We're really happy to have you.
Well, thank you so much, Jason, and hello and good morning to everyone. It is truly an honor and a privilege to join you today at the Heartland Chinese Teacher Award ceremony. 女士们、先生们，大家好。我的名字叫董云裳. And as Jason said, my name is Susan Thornton. I am the U.S. Heartland China Board Vice Chair. And as he mentioned, I had a long career at the U.S. State Department as a diplomat with many years actually happily spent working in China and on China policy making in the US government. I extend my warmest congratulations to all of the applicants this year for the Teachers Award and to the 5 remarkable individuals that we are here to celebrate, the finalists of the Heartland Chinese Teacher Award. Teaching is a noble profession and one of the most directly impactful human endeavors. I remember so clearly my first French teacher who inspired me to explore other cultures and started me on a lifelong career of doing so. Teaching a foreign language in our heartland communities transforms the lives not just of your students, although it does do that, but it really does add to the rich and varied cultural fabric of our great nation. The heartland of America is the cultural core of our country. It is diverse and it highly values local community connections. Teaching Chinese in this region is not just about teaching language skills. It's about, as Jason mentioned, building bridges between cultures, fostering a mutual understanding and respect between peoples. And the ability to communicate in Chinese also opens the doors to new perspectives and opportunities in our increasingly interconnected global world. Quality teaching is key to furthering interest and ability in the Chinese language, obviously, and the 5 individuals that we're honoring today exemplify remarkable commitment to excellence in education. And your dedication to providing high quality education not only helps the students with language proficiency, but also has them appreciating the cultural nuances that form our relationship with China. 我们真佩服我们的中文老师们，他们的工作非常重要。As we celebrate the accomplishments of these outstanding educators, we must also recognize the broader significance of their work in furthering US-China relations. The diplomatic ties between our two countries can be complex and is multifaceted. In this relationship, education plays a key role. It acts as the bridge that connects our two societies at the grassroots level and, of course, at higher levels as well. And the bridge building that we're talking about definitely begins in the classroom. And by investing resources in talented and dedicated teachers like you, we are laying the foundation for a stronger and more resilient bridge between the United States and China. So I again want to congratulate our excellent finalists. 恭喜恭喜.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Susan, for being here again this year. Maybe next year we'll have you apply, Thornton Lauscher. So Susan, thank you again for being here. Now I'm going to turn the program a little bit to spotlight some of our finalists this year. Of all the applications and nominations received, we've worked with our selection committee to boil down to 5 really excellent teachers. And just, again, I want to say it's so exciting doing this again for a second year because the caliber of teachers just keeps getting higher and higher. And all the teachers that we've worked with are really, really so deserving of this. So I just want to take a minute to celebrate our community and thank all the teachers for doing what they do. It's so important. So without further ado, we are going to introduce our first finalist for the 2023 Heartland Chinese Teacher Award, Dr. Haiyan Fan. We have Dr. Kathy Luo here, who is going to be introducing Dr. Fan. Kathy Luo is the board president of the Chinese Association of Northwest Arkansas. Dr. Luo, thank you so much for joining us.
It's an honor to be here today, and I'm glad to see Haiyan receive the award. I know Haiyan since 2021. I've talked to her, so she told me she graduated in South China Normal University. Then she continued her education, moved to United States. She got her master's degree in University of Arizona, and then she continued her education. She got a PhD degree from Texas A&M University and Mayor's Business School. And she also the founder of CSL Curricular Designer. Most importantly, she also has one online classes called Chinese Story. She has a unique technique to teach children to learn Chinese. Then after she moved to Arkansas in 2021, she very actively involved in our Chinese association. She represents our association to spread Chinese culture. She go to libraries and the schools because Arkansas is a small area. We have very small amount of Chinese here, and our biggest event, Chinese New Year celebration. She also teaches students to learn Chinese music and dance. They did the first performance in our Chinese celebration last year. Majority of our audience are Americans, so they get a pretty great response. They also prepared this year to high-end, very responsible. We are so happy to be here to see her get this award. Let's welcome Haiyan, Dr. Fan.
My heart is filled with gratitude and deep reflection when looking back at the past 10 years of my career in Chinese language education and culture dissemination. I care deeply about how kids learn, Do they learn effectively? Do they have fun learning? Because in today's crazily fast-pacing world, developing a lifelong learning skill ultimately determines their pursuit of a fulfilling and happy life. Chinese character 学习, to learn, actually captures the two aspects of skill acquisition. The character 学 is a child learning on the roof being enlightened. The character 习 is the image of a piece of feather depicting a fledgling bird flapping wings to practice flying. In 2017, I published 2 children's books with illustrations depicting each character
literally
introduced.
meaning one, woods, chirping birds, and furry friends. As his senses are awakened by the nature around him, his mind is ignited and is expressed through the creation of Chinese characters.
My work has taken me to local schools, bookstores, museums, libraries, and eventually to Design Award and TEDx stage.
Walk 3 steps. 走3步. Fantastic! Give yourself a round of applause. Back to your seat. So here's my call to you. Grow yourself a Chinese language tree from its root. This 300 oracle bone script carrying the DNA for 3,000 essential modern-day Chinese characters once learned will give you above 99% proficiency level.
I consider myself extremely lucky that early on in my teaching career, I came across Gao Jian Lao's work when I was searching hard for ways to connect with students. Lao Shi reminds me that a great teacher wears many hats. The moment I enter my classroom as a teacher and see all those young faces looking at me, I'm ready to be a counselor, a comedian, a friend, a nurse, a coach, a judge, party planner, police officer, tour guide, decorator, psychic, cook, substitute teacher, and here's my favorite, zookeeper. The target language has to be live and real for the students. It's useful for them so that they can express themselves in their true colors and true thoughts.
我喜欢编程。
我爱黄花，我爱字花，我也爱妈妈。我的妈妈爱马，我的妈妈爱黄马，我的妈妈也爱字马。
So that our non-heritage speakers can hear the rhythms and songs in it and dance
我
with
的
it.
妈妈不会说中文，我的妈妈会说英文。我的妈妈是我的好朋友，谢谢。
So that the target language becomes a window, a door, or a mirror for the learners to access another culture.
大家庭，这一点和我的文化是一样的，所以当我学习中文文化时，我觉得非常亲切。作为墨西哥人的后裔，我当然是一个足球迷。当我听英文足球解说时，就像喝白开水一样没劲。但是西班牙语的足球解说就完全不一样，他们不停叫着 "Golazo"， 让我热血沸腾。我的中文
So that they can feel the poetry in it, even with very limited vocabulary. So that our heritage students can connect with their roots, find energy and beauty that nourishes their souls.
Even though I've only known Dr. Fan for a few months, she's made such a positive impact on our community. 比如说，虽然我已经考了 AP 中文考试，可是海燕老师还想给我很多学中文的机会。她在帮我准备考 AP HSK 4级，它是一个很
Even
好
though
的
I
老
don't
师，
have the
我们都
opportunity to
爱
be in
他。
Dr. Fan's class this year, I'm so excited to perform the Mangzhong dance with her at the Chinese New Year's Gala in February.
We are so proud that Dr. Fan has been nominated and is a finalist for the Heartland Chinese Teacher Award. She's an amazing resource here on campus. We feel like our scholars are benefiting from her leadership in the classroom and from her innovation, and we are looking forward to her continuing to grow the Chinese program here at Hostel Academy Bentonville.
Thank you, Dr. Luo, and congrats, Dr. Fan, again, to making it this far in the 2023 Heartland Chinese Teacher Award. I can say personally, after talking to you, and as myself being a student of Chinese, it's really refreshing to see new and innovative ways of teaching. I think that learning anything can, get monotonous. So I'm sure your students, and I can tell that they appreciate being able to sing and being able to really connect with the culture and their learning. So that's wonderful. Thank you. So now we are going to turn it over to Heidi Taylor Arnold, who is going to introduce our next finalist, Ms. Liang Mei Li. Ms. Taylor Arnold is the Foreign Language Association of Missouri past president and advocacy chair, and also a Spanish teacher. So Heidi, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. It's just an honor to be here. Good morning. My name is Heidi Taylor Arnold, and I am the past president and advocacy chair of the Foreign Language Association of Missouri, FLAM. FLAM is the language association for the state of Missouri, and our vision is to expand the knowledge of languages and their cultures to all. Also, we foster world languages learning communities to promote cultural understanding and mutual respect, and you are invited to join us. For me, this morning is very special because I'm very excited to share with you some of the wonderful work Mei Li is doing for her Chinese program at Lee Summit West High School and FLAM. I had the opportunity to meet Mei when we worked together in the FLAM Advocacy Focus Group. She loves supporting language education and generously shares helpful resources of the cultural festival at her school, benefiting other teachers in our state. Hearing about her efforts to grow the Chinese program at her school was not just inspiring, but also made us feel like we needed to do more as advocates. Mei Li is an exceptional and compassionate educator, deeply dedicated to imparting Chinese language instruction at its best. Her enthusiasm for teaching Chinese is evident in her commitment to providing students with a rich learning experience that goes beyond language acquisition, encompassing culture and traditions. In 2022, Mei received the FLAM Distinguished Educator Award and represented FLAM at the Central States Conference, a testament to her love for teaching and unwavering dedication to serving others. In recognition of her tireless efforts to build the Chinese program at her school and district, coupled with her role as a mentor to other Chinese teachers, Mei Li is a deserving candidate for the Heartland Chinese Teacher Award. Mei Li, your dedication and passion make you an amazing educator, and your influence goes beyond the classroom and leaves a lasting impact on students and colleagues. Congratulations on this well-deserved recognition, and let's welcome Mei Li.
Hi everyone, my name is Mei Li, and well, Jason told me to share what kind of teacher I am, why I like teaching, and why learning language is important. So I just want to share a quick story about my high school reunion 12 years ago. So I went back to Malaysia, where I am originally from. So I told my high school friends I became a teacher, and they gave me a jaw-dropping expression that I would not forget to this day. So the reaction was understandable. After all, in Asian high schools, where grades are no secret to anyone, everyone knows everyone's grade. And so they know that I got 41% in my math class. Yes, that's an F. And it is a universal grading system. And also, this is embarrassing to share, but a single digit 7% in my chemistry class. Like the overall grade, it's not a quiz. So when I told my students about this impactful grade I'm making when I was their age, they were in disbelief. So what causes this transformation in me? Education. So at the University of Kansas, I was blown away by my English professors for showing me how to learn actively and think critically through literally character and author analysis. And all this analysis has shaped me to become an independent thinker, has shaped me to form my own viewpoint in my paper. So American education has completely changed the way I perceive and receive education, because education and where I came from was all about testing, as opposed to actualizing an individual's thinking ability. So why teach language and culture? Because it is freeing. Because it is freeing an individual's fixated perception about how a world is. And it's freeing an individual from a societal mold. So in my case, I was just like a frog under the well, thinking that learning was just an endless cycle of learning to test and testing to learn. And education was just about producing business people, engineers who are good in math. So, well, as you might have already guessed, I did not major in math nor chemistry. I was an English major. So, and vice versa, Chinese culture and language has so much wisdom to offer. And the American counterparts can use them to expand their worldview. As modern language teachers, are we teaching the language or teaching the humans how to use language as a tool to express ourselves? As we all know, as humans, we have the innate need to be understood and to understand others. So I really believe that language instruction begins by putting people first, and language comes secondary. So please read my biography for more elaboration on that. I am kind of short of time to elaborate on that. So thank you so much. Thank you, Heidi, for introducing me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mei Li. I know we've talked before about, you said really well, teaching language is more than just teaching language. It's learning how to communicate. And, you know, we're living in an increasingly globalized world. And that's a really important skill for students in our Heartland region to learn. I know you've used the word bridge building before, which we also like. You know, we think that bridge building begins in the classroom. So Mei Li, thank you again. Now we are going to introduce from Columbus, Ohio, our next finalist for the 2023 Heartland Chinese Teacher Award, Miss Na Li. And it's my pleasure to say that Miss Yan Wang, our award recipient from last year, will be introducing Na Li as they are friends and colleagues. So Wang Oshford, thank you so much for being back here this year. It's good to see you.
Thank you. It's my great pleasure to attend this ceremony. I would like to introduce an amazing Chinese educator and a leader in the world language field. I know her 10 years ago in a national convention, and interestingly, today we attend the same convention again. And we both currently serve as a board member of Chinese Language Association of Secondary Elementary Schools. It is my pleasure to introduce Ms. Na Li, Li Na 老师. Nali has been a Chinese teacher at Ohio Columbus Academy's middle school since 2010. Her passion for supporting the World Language Teaching Committee extended to her involvement as a board member at the Ohio Foreign Language Association, OFLA. Currently, she holds the position of emeritus past president at the National Chinese Language Association of Secondary Elementary Schools, class. Na, thank you for your incredible influence on students and teachers, not only in Ohio, but nationally and internationally. And your contribution to the World Language Association education is highly appreciated. Let's watch what NAS committee had to say about her. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Pat McAloon, a 2008 graduate of the Chinese Language Pedagogy PhD program at The Ohio State University. I had the pleasure of meeting Li Na 15 years ago when we both worked in the U.S. government-funded Chinese flagship program at OSU. She helped develop Chinese Out of the Box, a kit designed to give an elementary school teacher of Chinese everything she or he would need to deliver effective and age-appropriate instruction. After we graduated and left OSU, we continued working together through the StarTalk summer camp at Wofford College in Spartanburg, South Carolina. This program, also funded by the U.S. government, introduces several less commonly taught languages to K-12 students. Having kept in touch throughout our careers, I know that Li Na is considered an invaluable part of the teaching faculty at Columbus Academy, one of the most competitive independent schools in Central Ohio. She is also active in multiple professional associations in Ohio and nationally. One of her significant achievements in Ohio was advocating for, initiating, and organizing the Ohio Chinese Speech and Essay Contests for K-12 students in 2014. These competitions, highly successful with hundreds of participants each year, showcased students' language skills, fostered enthusiasm, and garnered recognition from schools, parents, and a former governor. Li Na's contributions to Chinese language study in the U.S., and by extension, positive U.S.-China relations, are great and ongoing. Li 老师，我们支持你，加油!
Hi, I am Michelle Platt, and I am the 7th grade team lead here at Columbus Academy, talking about Na Li. There is so much to say about her impact here at our school, but I'm going to try to sum it up the best I can. So Na has strengthened the backbone of our Chinese program. She seamlessly weaves Chinese songs, dances, and games into her curriculum, which thoroughly engages our students. Na connects students at CA with other students in China so that both groups can practice their language skills and learn about culture from their peers. Our students love spending time with Li Laoshi, and because of her influence, they are motivated to continue taking Chinese from middle school, where our program begins, through graduation. They love Na's teaching style, her warmth, and dedication. Na has also prioritized recruiting Chinese students to our school and has been instrumental in the development of our Chinese Family Association, as well as being the leader of our East Asian Affinity Group. Na pours her heart out during Chinese New Year, and she plans an assembly where her students perform songs, traditional dances, and rhymes for the rest of the student body. Every assembly is a little bit different, and our student body loves and looks forward to it every year. With Na's guidance, our Chinese families also plan a New Year's festival, which further introduces our students to cultural, sports, and food. We are so excited that Na has been nominated for this award. Nobody deserves to be recognized more than her.
Hello, I'm Carol. I work alongside with Na in the StarTalk program. Na, what sets you apart is not only your teaching expertise, but also your role as a guiding presence in the staff workshops, when you consistently present, offering invaluable insights and guidance to the new teachers. Na, you are our inspiration.
Hi, my name is Sarah Chow, and I work for Na in Classes Professional Development Committee. Through Na's vision and leadership, we support Chinese language educators via online webinars and in-person workshops. These opportunities have fostered a close bond between national Chinese language educators. Na, you have led class to create a highly supportive community and a home for all Chinese language teachers.
Hi, my name is Ying, and I'm a Chinese teacher and also a proud friend of Na. When I think of her, the first word that comes to my mind is innovative. She brings tons of creative and fresh ideas of language and culture teaching into her daily practice. Now, your dedication is shaping the future of America and shaping the future of the world.
Hello, we are former students of Li Laosher. We'd like to take this opportunity to express our gratitude and appreciation for all she has done for us. She is more than an educator. She is a symbol of inspiration, a mentor who has brightened our path in many more ways than we can imagine. Her dedication to teaching extends far beyond the classroom. Through her support and encouragement, she has taught us not just the language, but the essence of perseverance and the beauty of embracing a new culture. 谢谢老师。
谢谢老师，加油。
Okay, so thank you to the supporters of Li Laosher, a special friend of USHCA there, Pat McAloon. And thank you again to Wang Laosher. I know that you and Na are both at the 14th National Convention for the Chinese School Association today, where our president and board chair, Governor Bob Holden, delivered remarks. So it's funny that the more this award goes on and the more years we keep doing it, the smaller the world becomes for us. So thank you to everyone for supporting Na Li. Now we are going to Richmond Heights in Missouri to learn a little bit more about Xiaoyan Liu. And I am very, very honored that we have another award recipient from last year here to join us again this year, Dr. Alpha Edens. Alpha, thanks so much for joining us again this year.
Hey, thank you, Jason, and congratulations to all the finalists. It is my pleasure to introduce Mrs. Xiaoyan Liu. Liu Laoshi teaches at the St. Louis Modern Chinese School in Richmond Heights, Missouri. Liu Laoshi taught at a Precious Teachers Secondary School in Guangzhou for nearly 2 decades. With a teaching philosophy rooted in love, rigorous study, tailored instruction, and empowering students, she has dedicated almost 40 years to education, finding joy and fulfillment in her profession. Her exceptional teaching and management earned widespread acclaim from the community, earning these remarks from Richmond Heights Mayor Jim Thompson and U.S. Heartland China board member Linda Qiaonijing.
Hello, I'm Jim Thompson, the mayor of Richmond Heights, Missouri, and I'm so proud to hear that Ms. Liu was chosen as a finalist for the 2023 Heartland Chinese Teacher Award. The city of Richmond Heights has been voted one of the best places to live, and it is, in part, because of our terrific schools. And great schools attract the best, like Ms. Liu. She's been an excellent educator at the St. Louis Modern Chinese School since 2010, where she has taught more than 600 students and was recently appointed as principal. I've witnessed firsthand the positive impact Ms. Liu has had on our community in sharing the Chinese language and culture. Congratulations to Ms. Liu for the finalist status in the 2023 Heartland Chinese Teacher Award, organized by the U.S. Heartland China Association. Xie xie.
Hi, I'm Linda Jing. I'm a parent at the St. Louis Modern Chinese School. I'm also a board member of USHCA. My idea of nominating Teacher Liu for the award came from a casual conversation with my son. At that time, my son was already a 7th grader in the Modern Chinese School, but he still remembered what he learned from Teacher Liu when he was in the 2nd grade. Over the time, I talked with other teachers, I did my observation in the school, in the community. I learned Teacher Liu is not just only teaching the Chinese language. He helped the kids, share with the kids great method to learn the language. He also helped and guide our parents to help our kids. She also helped the younger teachers in the Chinese school to grow and to become more effective in teaching. Her idea and experience has been shared across Chinese language schools in the United States. I'm very happy. We feel very fortunate that we have such a great teacher like Teacher Liu in the heartland of the United States. So, what would you like to say to Teacher Liu?
刘老师，您真棒，谢谢您。
Wow. So thank you, Linda and Linda's son, and thank you, Alpha, so much. And very, very special notice from Mayor Thompson. That's really special. To be able to hear support from our local community leaders and politicians, that goes a long way. That's a sign that they care and that we care here in Heartland. So thank you all again. Congratulations to Liao Laosher for making it this far as a finalist in the 2023 Heartland Chinese Teacher Award. The fifth finalist we'll be learning about this evening is Zhang Ning Laosher. And it is my pleasure to welcome Heidi Kuo back to the stage, one of our award recipients from last year, to introduce Ning Zhang. So Heidi, thanks so much for coming back.
Thank you, Jason, and thanks so much for the Heartland Chinese. It's my pleasure to introduce Ms. Ning Zhang. Zhang Laoshi is a teacher at Sycamore Community Schools in Cincinnati, Ohio. She is currently serving as the president of the Ohio Association of Teachers of Chinese and established the Chinese program within her district, laying the foundations for a robust language curriculum. For years, she has served as a mentor for her colleague and student teachers. She is currently serving as the president of the Ohio Association of Teachers of Chinese. Her educational journey includes earning a Bachelor of Science from Xi'an Jiaotong University in China, followed by a master's and doctorate degrees in education in the United States. He has participated in and presented at statewide and nationwide world language conferences. She is also a published author contributing to the Border Dialogue on Language Acquisition and Cultural Understanding. And now let's introduce Ms. Ning Zhang.
Chinese allows us to connect to other cultures and gives us a worldly perspective.
I agree. I love Zhang Laoshi's class.
That Zhang Laoshi is a great teacher because she taught me so many things like greetings, and she's such an awesome teacher and teaches in a completely different way. Like she'll enforce the learning, not by just reading straight out of a textbook, but doing other activities to make it more fun.
Zhang Laosher is a great teacher. I learned so much during this semester, like how to greet people and how to write different characters, and I'm very appreciative of Zhang Laosher to help me get through all of this.
Sycamore Chinese isn't like normal Chinese. There's one teacher who does it for all of them. So we've been with Zhang Laosher since 7th grade, and now we've been with her for 4 years, which means we've seen her grow as a teacher, but she's also seen us grow as a person and a student.
Yeah, she's really helped us grow as people and learners. We all look forward to this class. We've made many friendships in here, and she makes it very enjoyable.
Not only is Dr. Zhang a great teacher, but she's also really caring.
And apart from teaching 6 classes simultaneously, she still makes time for each one of her students, which is very special.
In class, when teaching, she's always very involved and engaging with us.
And even beyond the classroom, she's very community-minded and runs really fun activities like Chinese Club.
So why should students take Chinese?
Well, China has a very diverse culture and rich history.
Learning Chinese also helps us build skills for the future and understanding each other and being empathetic with others.
Learning Chinese, though only for a few months, has been made easy by Zhang Laosher. She makes sure to follow our pace during class, and we learn with more fun methods like food, crafts, and other art projects. 谢谢Zhang Laosher.
Like he said, we get to eat food and we get candy. It's really good.
谢谢郑老师的一切。
我们都爱张老师。谢谢张老师。谢谢张老师。
Wow, that's wonderful. I can tell your students really love and respect you, Zhang Laosher. I was born in Cincinnati area, so that means a lot to me to see that. I wish I would have taken your class when I was there. So thank you again to all of our 5 finalists. Again, big congratulations for you all making it this far. It's been just a pleasure to get to know you all. So we are going to announce this year's award recipients soon, but before we do, we have a special treat. The University of Chicago Jade Chinese Music Ensemble will be joining us. They are going to play a few numbers for us. They are a student group dedicated to promoting traditional and contemporary Chinese music and incorporating both Western and other world music genres with musicians from the University of Chicago community and beyond. The ensemble is a leading Chinese music group in the greater Chicago area and has launched a series of concerts and performances. So Jade Music Ensemble, thank you so much for joining us. I understand today we're going to be hearing Cloud Chasing the Moon and Winds of Affinity. So take it away. Wow, thank you. Thank you. Live from Chicago, the Jade Chinese Music Ensemble. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So again, the theme for tonight is celebrating excellence in Chinese teaching and a community celebration. So we thought what better way to have students who care so much about Chinese culture join us tonight. So thank you so much for that wonderful performance. So now the moment that everyone has been waiting for, we are going to announce the 2023 Heartland Chinese Teacher Award recipients. And I will turn it back over to Susan to announce this year's recipients.
Well, thank you so much, Jason, and thanks to everyone, the Jade Music Ensemble. That was a fantastic performance and inspired us for the rest of the weekend. And I'm also just so moved by the presentations by our finalist teachers and their supporters for the work that our Heartland Chinese teachers are doing. And your work really goes beyond the classroom, obviously. It contributes to the broader narrative of friendship and cooperation between the United States and China. And as we saw in all of the various presentations as we celebrated these achievements today, you know, we also want to reflect on the profound impact that you and your students will have on the long-term relationship between the US and China. So I really want to thank all of you for all of the great work that you're putting in on this. And it's really a pleasure to see so many people in our Heartland communities being able to take part and enjoy Chinese language, Chinese culture, and learning about different parts of the world that they can relate to and build bridges to. So with that, it is my great pleasure to announce the 3 award recipients of the 2023 Heartland Chinese Teacher Award. I have the envelope here somewhere. Here it is. And the 3 award recipients are from Bentonville, Arkansas, Dr. Haiyan Fan. From Lee's Summit, Missouri, Mrs. Liang Mei Li. And from Columbus, Ohio, Miss Na Li. Congratulations to all these very deserving recipients of our Heartland Chinese Teacher Award. And I think I'm turning it back over to Jason for final words.
Yes, so thank you so much, Susan, and a big congratulations to our 2023 Heartland Chinese Teacher Award recipients this year. And just, again, so incredibly honored and proud of all of our finalists this year. Of course, we do have our 2023 People's Choice Awards still. And I'm very happy to say that the winner for the 2023 People's Choice Award are Ning Zhang and Xiaolian Liu. So congrats again to all of our finalists. Thank you so much for all of your hard work and dedication this year. You truly deserve it. So that concludes our today's ceremony. I do want to give space to our 5 finalists and our award recipients this year. If anyone would like to maybe say something, I know we haven't actually heard from some of you yet. So if anyone would like to speak, now is the time. I might pick on Dr. Fan first. I think you prepared some remarks.
You need to unmute.
It's a really heartfelt award. I'm truly honored and incredibly humbled to stand before you as the recipient of the U.S. Heartland Chinese Teacher Award. First and foremost, let me express my deepest gratitude to the U.S. Heartland China Association for recognizing the importance of Chinese language education and going the extra miles to establish this remarkable award. It's not every day that we see such an initiative. And I must say it's almost as rare as finding a fortune cookie with a gold coin in it. In the midst of a decreased foreign language enrollment across the US and globally, this award feels like a burst of energy and a shot of espresso of language education, for language education. So thank you for helping to keep this flame of curiosity and culture understanding alive. Just last month, American Ambassador Nicholas Burns, in an exclusive an interview, he remarked that China and the U.S. cannot afford depopulating the relationship. Now, that's a diplomatic view to say that, hey, let's not let this ship sink, and we are all in this together. It is a sentiment that resonates deeply, especially in our line of work. As Chinese language educators, we are not just teaching characters and tones, we're building bridges between cultures, like many of the speakers that mentioned before, fostering connections that go beyond borders. So let's take a moment to appreciate the importance of people-level connection. After all, it's not just about learning a language, it's about understanding the heart and mind behind the words. I want to take a moment to appreciate all my fellow Chinese language teachers out there. We are not just language teachers, we're culture ambassadors, we're bridge builders, and we're relationship massagers. Thank you, U.S. Heartland China Association, for this incredible honor, and thank you all for believing in the power of language education and our shared humanity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Fan, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
Yes, Na, thanks.
Thank you so much. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the U.S. Heartland China Association and the award committee for this honor. I'm truly humbled by this recognition. To my fellow candidates, it's an honor to be in the company of such exceptional educators. Your commitment to teaching Chinese language and culture is truly inspiring. And thank you to my school community, Columbus Academy, my students, parents, and colleagues. Your support and trust have been invaluable on my teaching journey. I also extend my thanks to the professional organizations that provide a platform for growth and collaboration. Thank you, CLASS, ACFO, StarTalk, OATC, OFLA. Teaching is challenging, but collaboration among our educators and organizations bound us together, ensures we're not alone, and receive full support on the road moving forward, and contributes to the sustainability of our Chinese programs. In 2024, I eagerly collaborate with all of you. Let's have another fantastic year. Thank you. 谢谢. 加油.
Thank you, Li Laoshan, and congratulations again. Mei Li, in the vein of everyone speaking.
So I'm really, truly honored and humbled when I first found out that there were about 60 teacher candidates who submitted their teaching portfolios to the U.S. Heartland organization. And this award is actually dedicated to all these amazing individuals, these 60 of them. And I thank U.S. Heartland China for putting the time and effort into reviewing our portfolios, because we really want our hard work to be acknowledged and validated. So, but most importantly, this award is dedicated to the loving, kind support that these 60 Chinese teachers have been receiving from the students, parents, principals, IB coordinators, lead teachers, department chairs, and local leaders like Heidi's. And the hard truth is that all 60 of us were able to produce and submit our portfolio to you all. That means we are truly loved. We are truly supported by these people. And I just want you to know that there are Chinese teachers who are not as lucky. There are a lot of isolated Chinese teachers out there, usually in a one-person department, who are spending their weekends and weeknights just to figure out what to teach tomorrow. So I want you to please extend your kindness to these vulnerable, isolated Chinese teachers out there. Help them to become the reason why the 60 of us here still in this profession was because we receive all different types of support from the school. Thank you.
So well said. So well said. Zhang Laoshi, did you want to say anything?
First, thank you, Heartland China Association. And also thank you, my Professor Li Miru and Ms. Xu Zhaojie for nominating me. And thank you for all my students, my co-work and community members and my family. Overall, I appreciate this opportunity to let me reflect on my commitment to public education and Chinese teacher. I really love this quotation from Chinese famous philosopher Lao Tzu, 千里之行，始于足下. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Although a lot of teachers, their daily work might be hectic and composed of seemingly small tasks, however, its significance can run deep. For me, teaching Chinese is far more than just an occupation. It's a profound calling. I also think Chinese teacher around the United States has been working very hard. However, they did not get enough recognition. So as one of them, I really appreciate Heartland China Association. Job well done. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, John Lasher. And again, I just want to say that just again, a huge congratulations to you 5 finalists. And again, extra special congratulations to the 3 recipients of the Heartland Chinese Teacher Award this year. Like Mei Li said earlier, I'm so honored to be with you 5 tonight, but this is the reason we're doing this award is for our 60 nominees this year. It's for all the Chinese teachers in the Heartland. It's for all the Chinese teachers in the US, and it's for everyone that cares about Chinese language education, but also just about building bridges and building culture. That's why we're all here. We all have our professions. We're all related in a way, but really, I think what we all care about is communicating and teaching our future generations to lead into building a better world. So for that, I am so grateful to be joined by everyone. I think maybe before we go, we are going to see if we can get Liu Laoshi on camera. But again, I just want to thank everyone for participating today. Susan, thank you so much for joining to the Jade Music Ensemble. Thank you so much for being able to bless us with that. Really, those great songs. We'll make sure to promote you after. To our teachers, we will be following up for next steps for you 5 finalists. But again, I just want to thank everyone for making today possible. And again, a huge congratulations to our 5 finalists. And I will let Liu Laoshi close us out. 刘老师，你要讲话吗？或者说动什么关于这个教师奖
Okay. I have really enjoyed the process of exploring and learning Chinese with all my students. I want to thank my recommenders, the board, and everyone who has supported me along the way. Thank you so much.
That's wonderful. Thank you. Okay, big thank you again to everyone for making today possible. Big congratulations to our 2023 cohort. 再见.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Congratulations.
谢谢，祝贺祝贺，
谢谢，恭喜，祝贺。
恭喜各位老师，
谢谢，
谢谢大家，谢谢。